All right, let me catch you up to speed. And this is, before we go, let me give you spoilers on the Scream franchise so that I can catch you up to date on Scream 5, which Scream 5 is actually just called Scream. Okay, so it's a standalone movie, which means you don't need to see the previous 4 to get what's going on in 5, except they'll put like Easter eggs in it and stuff. So leave now if you don't want spoilers. So basically, and then I'm going to sum it up from Scream 1 till 4. So you're ready for the new movie. Thank you, Sophie. So, in Scream 1, there's all these killings going on, and it's because the main character, Sidney Prescott, her mother was a whore, okay? And her mom slept with her boyfriend's father and ruined his parents' marriage, so he went on a killing spree with his friend Stu. So Billy and Stu were the killers in Scream 1, and they did it because her mother was a whore. And they also took ownership for the mother's murder a year prior. Now cut to Scream 2. Both the killers are dead and there's new killings going on. And Sydney's like, oh, what the fuck? But Gail Weathers is like, yes, more clout. And all these murders start happening and you find out it's a copycat killer who's obsessed with the first killings. But then it's 2 killers. The other one is the killer from Scream 1, Billy Loomis's mother, and she's doing it all for revenge, and she actually turns and she shoots the other killer and kills him dead so she could blame him. She's like, my motive was just revenge. He was a psycho that I met just to do the dirty work for me. And then Sydney kills her as well, okay? Then cut to Scream 3. You think everything's done for because all the killers are dead and there's more killers going on. You're like, damn, what the fuck? And you're seeing all these pictures of Sidney Prescott's mother going around town because she was a whore. And it's like centering around her mom. And she's like, oh my God, who's mad at me now? I piss a lot of people off. Sidney Prescott pisses a lot of fucking people off. You come to find out by the end of the movie, all these killings are happening. You come to find out that her brother, who was given up for adoption by her mom that she never even knew existed, before Scream 1 happened, he went and knocked on the door to say, hi, I'm your son. And she turned him away into the cold. So then he saw that she was a slut. Okay? She was a slut. So he started following her around, filming her having all these affairs. And that's when he started talking to Billy Loomis. And he got them to start do the killing. So he was behind the whole thing this whole time. Then Sidney fucking kills him too. Cut to Scream 4. There's no killers again. All of a sudden, all these killings are happening again 10 years later. But they're not centered around Sydney. They're centered around her cousin. She's like, what the fuck's going on here? Okay. And her cousin is a lot like her. She's like, oh my God, I'm being stalked and my friends are being killed. Get to the end of the movie. Her cousin ends up being the killer with her friend, who's a male, Macaulay Culkin's brother. But she does the same thing. She kills him so she could blame it on him. And her motive was, she said, I don't want to fucking go to college. I don't want to do anything with my life. And this is where YouTubers probably get their clout from. And she says, in order to be famous, you don't have to achieve anything. You just have to have fucked up shit happen to you. Ain't that the truth? So her motive was she was jealous of her cousin her whole life because all you hear of is Sydney this and Sydney that and Sydney. You're just, and she says, you're always so fucking special. So she started killing all her friends around her so she could get attention from social media. The end. Now we're waiting for Scream 5 to come out. Don't know what the fuck that's about. Very interested to see how many people Sydney's pissed off in this one. Now you're caught up to speed. Hey, baked cake.
No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances.